Hello and welcome back to It's What I Do. Right, all the holidays are over. Back at work now. Unfortunately, that means it's been quite a while since I've actually cleaned the filters on the pond. I like to do them every sort of 3 days, 4 days, something like that, but it's been about 6-7 days. That must be about 6 days. So yeah, way overdue, so I've got to get on and do them today. I thought I'd give you a quick update. Unfortunately, I'm working this coming weekend, so this is my only chance to actually get a video done for you. But I'll go through a few things that I've changed, a few things that I've done, and we'll go from there. First off, we'll go around and have a look at the goldfish tank. So, 2 seconds. Right, it's the goldfish tank. I don't know how well you're going to see because there's quite a lot of reflection on there. See if I can get around this side. Shield some of the reflection. Yeah, don't know if you can see in there. It is starting to clear, but unfortunately the cockney koi food that I was feeding them on has made it go really cloudy. But I finished using that now, so I think the amount of cloudiness in there was too much for the little filter there, and it's just not taking it out, so I might have to strip that down and clean that right out as well. But what I've done for the time being, I had some filter floss, you can see a bit over there, left over, so the stuff that I've got is about 1 inch to 2 inch thick, something like that. So what I've done is just split it down the middle, torn it in half, make it thinner, and I've been using it under the spray bar in there. You can see, and it is working. It is catching some of the stuff and clearing it out, which is good. Unfortunately, the bits are not really long enough. I could do with them being about another 1.5 inches, 2 inches long, but it is doing the job. So I put this in there yesterday, so that's what it's caught since yesterday, and we'll have to carry on with that until I get this water nice and clear. So yeah, that's about the third bit I've put in. You can wash it out, but it's not really worth doing it with the thin bits. You might just well throw them away. So that's all I'm doing with that bit over there. I'm just letting it dry out and then I'll just throw it away. So that's where we are with the goldfish. So I'm going to have to strip that down and clean it, I think, because it's not so good. But up until now it's been doing a fine job. It's just, I think, trying to clear that cloudiness out of the water is just sort of overwhelmed that now. And it doesn't matter how much you turn the handle, how much you flush it through, it wasn't clearing the cloudiness out of the water. And that's also a problem with a small tank like this, with a filter like that, is you can't flush too much water through because you just haven't got the volume of water there. And again, I had the issue of having nowhere to put the waste water because I'm nowhere near the drain, so that's another issue. So everything, again, same as the pond, everything has to be bucketed out and bucketed away. I was thinking about maybe changing that and putting an upflow on it instead, but at the moment I just haven't got the funds. That's another story that I'm probably going to do another video about. I'm thinking about it at the moment, but I will probably do a video on it. So yep, that's the goldfish tank. Let's go around the other side. Right, the upflows, as you can see, really dirty. So I need to get on and get them cleaned. But something else that I've done, because I've got it and I want to just use it up, I've put a bit of filter floss in there. That looks like that needs changing as well, so I'll change that while I do the filter clean. And yeah, it's all running okay, but as I say, it's been too long. I really should be cleaning it more often than this, but with the hours I work and the days that I work, sometimes you just don't get a chance. So 1 out of 4 weeks is like this, and I just don't have the time to do it because I'm at work. But I'm going to crack on and get that done today. The other thing that I did was to go along with the little Kahaku that I won on the KoiTuber Fest 2023 down at Vince's. The little Kahaku is in the pond, but what I've done is I've also taken the 3 tiny fish that I got from Mark's Country Koi, and I've took them out from the goldfish and I've put them over into the main pond, and hopefully they'll start getting a bit of growth on them, because they weren't doing anything in that tank with the goldfish. Probably not getting enough food, and the water wasn't warm enough. Whereas the main pond has got the air source heat pump, so it stays at around 16.5, 17 degrees. It won't drop below that, which is good. So yeah, might give you a little look in the water in a minute, but let me get these filters done first, and then we'll go from there. So I'm going to crack on with that, and I'll come back to you in a minute. Right, I've just got the filters started. Got to clean the little skimmer out as well. These little skimmers, they're okay, but they're not particularly wonderful. I'd be better off with a proper skimmer in there, but the problem you got with that then is it's another pump I've got to put in the pond, which I don't really want to do. I only want to have one pump in there, but hey ho. This one, as I say, works okay. As you can see, it catches quite a lot of crap. But the one thing that you do have a problem with, let me just get rid of that. Underneath this coarse foam, there is a hole under there. And the problem I was getting was it would suck this coarse foam into that hole, and you get like a big dimple in there. So what I did is I cut the bottom off a flower pot and I put that in there. But the other issue you get with that is it lifts it up very, very slightly, so it means that this has got a tendency to come flying up out of the water. I know a lot of people have problems with these doing that, but this sort of exaggerates the problem, but it does seem to be working. So I just put that in there so that make sure that it's got a few of the holes in it going towards that hole. Then I put the foam on top, and I do put a stone in there just to put a bit of additional weight in, but I put that into the basket when the basket's clean, just to give it a little bit more weight to go in, but it will still push itself up out of the water every now and again, so I do have to keep an eye on that. Once it's got some of the debris in there and some of the muck and whatnot, it does stop doing it. So we'll persevere with this one at the time being, and say maybe later then I can do something else. But yeah, as fish don't mind. They tend to like to play with it, to be honest. But it's not the best option. Right, I'll crack on, come back to you. Right, there we got the upflows in the process of being boiled. You can see, funnily enough, that one doesn't seem to get as dirty as that one. And I don't know why, because they get an even flow of water. It might be because that one's got a larger amount of back pressure than this one. I don't know. But they still both get very, very dirty. But it's all good for the garden, this stuff. So all the water that you take out of there, put onto your garden, and it really does help the plants grow. So that's the obligatory look at the upflows. As you know, I do like my upflows, and they do get featured a hell of a lot in my videos. So there you go. All good. So I'll give them a little bit longer to boil, a bit more, and then I'll drop them and do that probably 3 times. And it does clear out the muck in them. I've got the little skimmer back up and working. I don't know if you can see the stone in there, just to try and help give it some weight. And it doesn't help when the fish come along and nudge it from underneath. That's why I've put it the other side of the pump now. Try and stop some of the bigger ones going in there and pushing it up. But they do that. Like to play with things. But, yeah. Right, that's the first drop. So these are going to be the dirtiest. But you look at this, look. Look at the crack in there. Just shows you what comes out, doesn't it? And same with that one. This one's not quite as bad. But this is, as I say, this is the left-hand one that does the air source heat pump, and this is the one that does the main filters. It's so full of crap, it's unreal. But if you put it on your flowers, on your plants and whatnot, water them with that, it really does a good job. All that goodness in there, fertiliser, will go all into the plants. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do now. Go around and just put some of this into the roots of the plants. Even though it's been raining, it will still add the fertiliser in, so that's good. While I'm waiting for the outflows to finish boiling, I thought I'd give you a quick look around the garden, show you how the flowers are coming on. So let me spin you around and I'll show you. Right, first up, underneath the arch where the aviaries are, we've got these. Look at the size of them. Flowers on them are massive, and they've gone up there and poked themselves through the perspex roof, underneath the perspex roof. So yeah, lovely, absolutely lovely. And in the hanging basket next to that, we've got some begonias. Got a nice little red one there. And we've got some more coming out around there. They haven't quite come out yet. But fuchsias like that, that's just huge. Anyhow, let's move around. We've got this thing here. I've got no idea what that is. I want to say Agapantha, but I don't think it is. I'm not the gardener, as you can tell. We've got that. Oh. We've got this thing. Now we had one of these growing out of that other hanging basket, but the stem on it, the shoot, came out so far and got so heavy with all the heavy rain we've been having, it just broke off. So I've put that in a tub over there. But yeah, behind that we have got another fuchsia. We've got a fuchsia there. That one's coming out. They look like yellow flowers on that one. We've got these marigolds, but something, I'm not sure what, is really enjoying eating them. And we've got more begonias down there. That's a nice pretty one. And these are quite pretty as well. They come out and they're pink on the outside and then white inside. Very nice. And we've got some petunias. And I think they might be foxglove. Not 100% sure, but I think they are. And so yeah, the marigolds are being eaten right left and centre. And then up here on the hanging basket that's gone absolutely berserk, we've got nice peach coloured flowers. Look at them. They're nice, aren't they? But it's huge. The plant in there is absolutely huge. Not sure if I showed you that one, but that one, oh, that's beautiful. That, such a deep red. I don't know if it will show up quite as well on the camera, but it is a real deep red. And that plant's been going 3 years? Yes, third year this year, since we planted that. And all I do is take it off there and put it into the one of the old avies up by the house to overwinter. So yeah, that's lovely. And that there, I don't know if you can see that this one here, I think this is a begonia, but the size of the leaves on it are massive. But obviously it hasn't flowered or anything yet. Got a lot of leaves off the tree on it, but it hasn't flowered. And we got the white one here, white begonia. That's coming along lovely. Getting a lot of these double flowers and single flowers there. But again, the amount of rain that we're getting just beats the hell out of them and knocks all the flowers off. There we go. We get that's coming back. We thought we'd lost that over the winter with the heavy frost that we had, but it's very, very late in doing anything this year. But we've got some flowers on it now anyhow. We've got some more of these giant fuchsias there. And these flowers are absolutely massive. Look at the size of it against my hand. They really are big. We've got, I think it's a white rhododendron, is it? Tree lily. There. Not really sure why they call them a tree lily, because it certainly don't grow like a tree. That dies back every year and then grows again. So yeah. Oh, got these over here. Again, I don't know what these are, but they're quite pretty. No idea. Some marigolds in there. Let's say something's attacking these marigolds, something chronic. You see them on there, they're being eaten to bits. I've got a couple of little aces there that I bought, and another one there. That one we got from Tesco's, as you can probably see by the label. Not doing wonderful, but it's still alive, so yeah. Look at that one, that's a pretty one as well. No idea what it is. And these ones, they come out in little blue flowers. You can see they're just coming out, but there's none out at the moment. But they are coming, they will be out soon. Got a little violet down there, don't know if you can see that. There's a violet. More fuchsias. The missus does like fuchsias. And we've got passion flowers on here. Let me see if I can find one that's open. Oh, there you go. There's a passion flower. They're not my favourite of plants. I can't say as I really like them, but the missus does. Well, this thing is smothered in flowers, and we get the fruits off it as well. Not that I do anything with them. Oh, there you go. Look, there's a fruit. You see? That's one of the fruits. Right, and then we come up here, and this one we've got sort of a variegated orange flower and the red flowers on that one. So they look really nice. None on that one yet. There's some buds coming out, but they're not flowered yet. So, yeah. Nothing much happening along here. We've got these little blue ones, but I don't know what these are. No idea. Quite pretty, but nothing spectacular. But everything's so late this year. And last year, I'm pretty sure we had a garden full of flowers last year. Well, I might take you around the front and show you the front in a little while. Let me drop these filters again and start them off again, and then I'll go around and show you while I'm watering them. Okay, before I water these, I'll show you these ones out the front. First up, we've got this one. That's a hanging basket full of petunias, and they should alternate between the pink ones and these purpley ones, but the pink ones seem to be going berserk, and I think they're scaring the purple ones because the purple ones are staying more to the middle. But the plants are actually pink, purple, all the way around it. But it's going alright, getting there. We've got this little thing here. I don't know what that is. And we've got the, I think this is a yucca, I think. And you're going to hear my doorbell going off because I'm standing in front of it. We've got two little troughs sitting down here. Yeah, they're not doing too much. They've got these little miniature pansies in them, but they're not doing too much. We've got a wildlife pond in the front. There is quite a bad leak in that. It tends to drain quite heavily. I don't know if you can see how far down the water is there, but you can fill it up, and within a day, 2 days tops, it'll be down to that again. But we've got loads of bulrushes in the middle. That's what these big plants are. We've got a lily down there that is absolutely massive. The root on that basically fills the pond. It's absolutely huge. Yeah, got these, I think these are called bleeding heart. I wouldn't swear to it, but I think that's what they're called. And of course, wouldn't be my garden without more begonias. So we've got a hanging basket here with yellow begonias in. These are quite pretty. And that one's a white one. Well, that's interesting. So we've got a yellow and a white one in there. We've got some little red ones in here. They've not grown very big, these ones. And we've got some fuchsias in there with them as well. Then over on this one, we've got a white one with huge flowers on it. Again, I've got problems with these because the rain and whatnot keeps knocking the flowers off. And then we've got some more of those, which again I think fox love. And then we've got these things down here, and I don't know what they are, but they do look pretty. They're like big daisies. Could be chrysanthemum, I don't know. Again, really you need the missus to do it, but trying to get her on camera to name everything is not easy. Trying to remember what the name of that is. Oh, brain's gone dead. Clematis. That's a clematis growing up there. And we've got another hanging basket with begonias in there. Again, these are those ones that look pink on the outside and then white on the inside. But again, flowers are really way behind on these today, this year. More fuchsias. And it looks like there should have been an acer in there, but there ain't now. Yeah, that's pretty much gone. But the whole garden's a bit overgrown at the moment. Plenty of greenery, not much in the way of flowers. and you can see there's some lavender there, and a cat's hiding under the fence. So, but I'm going to water the garden and get this battery changed on this camera because it's about to run out. So I'll come back to you in a moment. Right, that's everything all finished and back up and running. Pond's all finished. I was going to do you a little bit of underwater footage, but I'm going to leave that for now because I think this video's gone on quite long enough. So yeah, I'll leave that for now, and hopefully we'll do that next time. So last spin round, look at the fish. So they're doing super fine. No issues in there at all at the moment. Touch wood. They should be fine now until Monday or Tuesday when I can next do it again. Right, I'm going to leave it there. Hope you enjoyed that little update, and I will catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.